morning, heart. What's good? What's good? Good morning, everybody. I know. Long weekend, I know. Long weekend, I know. Up this morning, you already know if you're used to my Facebook page and ultimately my YouTube channel, y'all know I'm going to be up sharing thoughts. If that's you, Dwayne, what's good, bro? You up early? Well, hell, I guess everybody else is. Stuff's still going on. Let me tell y'all something. Do not eat after 7 p.m. I think that's what keeps me up. And also the thoughts that I have on my mind. And what I'm really bad at is when stuff happens in the news, I just compartmentalize. You said, yes, sir, just open my eyes. Well, hey, just in time, Dwayne. You know, and no, don't eat so late at night because I'm telling you, especially when you eat like a 3-piece, mild and spicy Popeyes with the red beans and rice and the biscuits. Don't do that at 8-9 o'clock. It's gonna keep you up. But I was doing all right. Let's see, until about 3:45, 4 o'clock this morning, and coupled with thoughts that I've had on my head, had on my mind for the past week or so. And what I was about to say is I have this bad habit of allowing topics to just pile up, and then I'll either write about it all at once or I'll just come to you and say, hey, let me relieve myself of these thoughts. And also in the process, I'm listening to what other people have to say, reading what other people have to say about these various topics. And so, because I know my take it tends to be a little different, not as different from other people, but a little different because I see things a certain way. I'm not the all-knowing great Aquarius, thine Rico. It's just I've always used my own mind. And Lisa Newby. So Lisa Newby, the Lisa Newby with the Grambling Lisa Newby. You've changed your name to Lisa Newby, not that other name, the last. There are Keis's Lisa Newby, the one I had a crush on forever while I was at Grambling. Is that the Lisa Newby? I want to make sure I'm talking to the right person. Hey, so there is the Lisa Newby. Hey, good. So you're going by Lisa now. All right. Yeah. Right on. Well, welcome, Lisa Newby. And so when did you say goodbye to the last to know and the lies? When? I guess it must have been recently because it's the first time got a chance to see Lisa Newby. Right on. That's right. Hush. Yeah. Anyway, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, still cute though. The skin's still smooth. It looks like, at least through Facebook. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Welcome this morning, Lisa, and everybody else who's coming. And so I have all the thoughts, and I let them pile up. I do. I'm back on, bro. I swear. I let the thoughts pile up, and then it'll have to take one of these nights. Those of you who've been a part of it know I'll wake up at like 5 in the morning. Next thing you know, I'm on Facebook at 5 or 6 in the morning, 7, sharing my thoughts because I have to get them up from up here and put them out in the universe. You know, they may work against me, work for me. No, it is what it is. Hell, I'm way past whether or not how it has impacted my life, positive or negative. I'm way past that. So I couldn't turn over a new leaf and try to change this image if I wanted to. They're like, no, I remember when you said this, Rico. Don't try to change now like you. No, you said this about big goods. No, Rico, you said this about fraternities. No, Rico, you said this about church folk. No, Rico, you said this about... You said this about the Democrats, Rico. You said this about Trump. You said this. And so I can't take it back, and I'll never deny anything. I'll never apologize because I know whenever I've written anything and said anything, I was always in my right mind, just like I am now. And I just don't blurt anything out. Trust me, everything I've ever said, if I've ever written down, it's been processed, and then I bring it to you. So, no, I don't apologize for any goddamn thing. Because I've been asked, Rico, you ever look back and went 25 years ago, or whatever, or just 10 years ago, or whatever. But mainly when I was a young person on the college campus at the Grambling State University, people have asked me that question, do I ever regret anything I've ever said? And I would tell them no, because whatever I said in 1992, 93, 94, 95, 96, from undergrad to graduate school, obviously it needed to be said. Because nobody else on campus is really going to say it out loud. They whispered in circles, but I put it out there. Our school newspaper certainly wasn't going to say it. That's why they asked me to stop submitting my articles. Because I was saying things that was shaking up the administration. Shout out to Reginald Owens. So, having said that, so no, I don't apologize for having an opinion. Because everyone else gets to have one, and all of a sudden, I think it depends on if you're famous, if you're rich, or if you're part of the right group or belong to the right church where people are okay. But being just a non-religious, non-church going, I'm not loyal to any groups or anybody. So they're like, oh no, boo, boo, Rico, how dare you say that? Then next thing I know, someone else who everybody likes say the same thing that I say. Oh, that's right, man, that was so deep. I ain't never thought of that. So I know how this game works. And so I'm over being like, well, damn, I said the same thing. I know I don't sound, look, or dress, or I'm affiliated to the part. And that's fine. That's what keeps me special. Because I've always tried to be different and sound different than everyone else. I know the easy route is to, to go along, to get along. Unfortunately, I wasn't built that way. So, having said that, this is my Facebook, so please share this live. Share the live, and also my YouTube channel is Rico the Opinionist. Like, share, and subscribe, and that's in that subscription in the description box. I have my PayPal, my Cash App. It's also on this live, so fool with me if you're cool with me. So let's get to it. But wait a minute. Shout out to Grambling State University and Jackson State, Prime Times Jackson State University. Damn, Grambling, I wish I had beat them, because, man, talk so much trash. But it's all right. But y'all make sure you beat Prairie View. I guess that's next week or whenever. Anyway, I'm not going to anything. I'm not coming out for anything. I'll be supporting from afar, either through social media. I'm not going anywhere. I don't give a damn what the governor says in Mississippi and in the state of Texas where I reside. I don't care what these governors say. I'm not taking my damn mask off. And you can have yours off. Again, you keep your ass away from me, maskless, possibly COVID passing son of a bitch. And I know a lot of people who weren't wearing them in the first place get offended when you go into a business and you get mad when they say, hey, you need a mask on. What? I need to have a mask on. Blah, blah, blah. Now that the governor has lifted the mask mandate, people are really going to be acting a fool. So the eyes of the world on Mississippi and the state of Texas, and they're probably, with their fingers crossed, hoping that the numbers of COVID cases would increase. But if they don't increase, they're saying a lot. They'll be saying a lot about, this whole pandemic thing. So people probably, increase. And I hope they don't increase, because they let you know, like, hey, somebody playing games. Good morning, Chevrolet girl. Give me a minute. Good morning, Chevrolet. How are you? And Nancy Gibson, hey, friend. All the way from Cyprus. All the way from the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. I know at least 8th and 9th grade. Hey, Nancy. Formerly our Nancy Bishop, but no, she got married years ago. She's Nancy Gibson, and we still love her the same way. So, hey, Nancy. So, good morning, everybody who's coming in. So, let me get to it. That was just my little morning brief. I just want to show y'all some pre-stuff. All right, my first topic is this so-called anti-Asian racism. I'm going to take my time. I hope y'all got a minute. I'm not going to ramble on. I'm just going to go to it. Sharva said, hell, masks are suggested. Oh, they're suggested in Georgia. Let me tell you something, Charlotte. In Atlanta, I've been seeing all kinds of stuff all over social media. They've been showing their ass this All-Star weekend. Whew, my God. So one guy said he was in a hotel room that's like $1,300 a night. Then he panned over to a group of black dudes with a dice game in the lobby. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Damn, Sharva, y'all showing out. So anyway, this anti-Asian racism. Black people of America. Come on, y'all. We're going to have to get on code one day. We're going to have to get on code. Hey, Yaz. Good morning, Yaz. Yaz Nation. Yasmin. Good morning, Yaz. I've been checking out y'all's little getaway, you and Zane's getaway. Man, y'all be doing it. I know. Y'all be checking it out. Y'all videos and stuff. Yeah, I'm still looking. This anti-Asian racism. Somebody help me out. Help me out, somebody. What the hell is that? And why are we involved? Again, I wrote on my... Paul Washington. What's up, my friend? What's up, bro? You know, it's mind-boggling. And see, I know I didn't have this much gray hair 2 weeks ago, but now I'm around here about to look like Uncle Ben's about the damn head. Fucking around, keep paying attention to what's going on in society. Every 2 weeks I get a new patch of gray hair. Like, damn, I'm going to have to get some of that, what's the stuff, that whatever, the Miss Clairol for men around this bitch, and have young hair and an old-ass face. Y'all seen them black dudes around there? They know damn well their beard look like Santa Claus, but they got black beard, black mustache, and and look like James L. Jones in the face. Just, Luke, I'm your father. Old face ass black dudes with the black hair and shit everywhere. Cut it out, guys. Stop coloring your hair. But anyway, still getting distracted. Anti-Asian racism. Yes, I'm laughing because it's foolishness. Okay, in the news, we saw in the last couple of weeks, they show, I guess, some black dudes punching out 3 old Asian people. All of a sudden, there's an American pandemic of Asians getting their ass whipped. Let me tell y'all something. Don't fall for this bullshit. When we gonna get on code? You know, I know we have we have varying belief systems. Some of us are Christians, some of us are Muslims, some of us are we non-believers. We all over the place, except we need to be. But that's right, Shav. I'm gonna get to it. You damn right. She said I'm not condoning this BS with Asians, but they attack black women who still. That's right, and shame on those black women for still patronizing them. And they're talking like Asian people are such innocent folks. Let's go to China. They treat blacks like dogs over there. Japan, they treat blacks like dogs. Let's go to the black neighborhoods. We've even made movies. Yes, right. Shava said the narrative is so isolated. You're right. Those three, I think I've seen 3 so far. And all of a sudden now, there's an attack on Asians. You got black celebrities on their Instagram pages, Facebook pages. We need to stop this anti-Asian racism. Did y'all know every immigrant that chooses to come over here? Every immigrant that chooses, not kidnapped and brought under the bows of ships, who chooses to jump a wall, climb a fence, fly over, sneak under, however, they all disrespect American blacks. And we Sean said we can't start with Latasha Harlan. All right. And so yeah. And Lisa says some of the most racist people they are. They're terrible. Now we're gonna act like last summer we didn't see this Vietnamese, this Korean punch the black lady in the mouth outside the store. We're going to act like we haven't seen countless videos where the mama, the uncle, the auntie, the brothers, sisters They all jumped this one black chick because she was stealing probably eyelashes. Still, stealing is, of course, it's not condoned. But we're going to act like those people are being attacked. Let me tell y'all something. They're so busy trying to label black people the racists of America, and we're falling for it. Read the history. Blacks are in no position to be racist towards anybody. We're in no position. All we can do is have attitude. We don't own any businesses where we hire and fire people. We don't own any infrastructure. We don't own the education, political, economic systems of capitalistic America. We can't redline an Asian community. We can't do voter suppression on anybody. So why the hell do we? See, Elijah Muhammad taught us 80 years ago that the white man is the devil. And I believed him. And I've always believed that. That's why I don't get in much trouble with white folks the way a lot of us do. Because due to the fact, because he was a Muslim that said it must not be true, I'll listen to the truth even if it comes from a Klansman's mouth. That's how I roll. So, okay, I ain't got to listen to the rest of that bullshit, but what he said was the truth. And so, Elijah Muhammad said it. Because none of your Negro preachers won't tell the truth. T.D. Jakes ain't told no truth. None of them, they all the ones that you like, they ain't going to tell the truth. And it doesn't mean you got to hate white folks, even though, historically speaking, man, what learning about your history is supposed to educate you and arm you for the present, so you won't repeat the past, the indiscretion or the transgressions of the past. But we won't even do that because we're trying to be multicultural and diverse, and we're still losing. I don't blame other people for how they treat blacks because we should know better. We've been in this damn country over 400 years, 500 years. Been free for 140 years. That's nothing. But hell, it usually doesn't take but 50 years to go to therapy and get it together. We'll become a group. And so we even let people tell us, well, blacks aren't the only one who built America. Blacks are the only one who suffered. They want to throw in Native Americans. When you read Dr. Claude Anderson's book, he'll teach you that Native Americans that partnered with white folks to turn blacks in who escaped from plantations. And then also, in reward for turning in black folks that escaped slaves, they received land and monetary rewards. They even formed treaties with Native Americans here. They're not our allies like everybody been pushing that dumb narrative. Native Americans are not our allies. Everybody, who wants to be an ally with people on the bottom? That's why when you see Asians, you don't see them in no black neighborhoods. They put their stores in because governmentally they're all given money. They're given incentives to have their businesses in the so-called urban areas where they assimilate into the area along with the Arabs and the other Middle Eastern, and then you have some Africans, I don't know which ones, Ethiopian or whatever. They are all the immigrants come and open up stores where it used to be Big Mama and Big Pop store, but now it's all Asians. Y'all know this. And so, Asians and others. And it's like all the stuff that these other people do, we used to do. So when do we stop liking getting our clothes cleaned at the cleaners? When do we stop liking soul food? We used to have soul food, the cleaners, the liquor stores, everything was in our neighborhood. Now, all that stuff is being serviced by immigrants. And they don't like American blacks. What they do is adapt to the culture out of fun and frivolity, but they don't give a damn about the people. And Asians are the main ones, so much so that they put this in movies. They follow you in the stores. You're going to buy something? You can't buy anything, you leave. And they want to talk about some anti-Asian racism? And we're sitting back. We got all these Negro leaders that y'all voted for in this last election cycle. You got this dumbass Roland Martin. You got all these people who claim they're the so-called spokespersons for black folks. And nobody's calling out this hypocrisy? But let some non-Christian, some non-Greek, some get along black. Oh my God, he's spreading hate. Yeah, I said it. We got to cut the bullshit out. Learn who the traitors are of our race. And immigrants don't give a damn about black folks. We have to give a damn about us first. Spread the word, y'all. Share this live. And we have to understand this. You know, immigrants come right on over here and they come in with their culture. They come in and they do their thing, but they're told where to go. You know, we got to cut it out. It's ridiculous. 2021, we're still dealing with this. I mean, they pull a game on us every election cycle. Every year they pull something new on blacks because we're not reading the books. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Amos Wilson, Dr. Joy Leary, what's the sister? Michelle Alexander has a book out, Turning Michelle Alexander. Here's Sister Shahrazad Ali. We got all the Dale Jones. It goes on. Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Ben Yakahanan. The research has been put out there, but we will not read it. If it ain't the Bible, we won't read it. And that's why we keep Tony Browder, thank you, Dewey, Anthony Browder, John, what's his name, James, did he write Stolen Legacy? Yeah, the book's out there. Dr. Naeem Akbar, the research is out there. It's been done. I guarantee you, if we equipped ourselves with our own knowledge of us, the foolishness will stop. People still fool with blacks the way they do is because we won't read our own stuff. That's it. We will not read. So we're going to sit here and let America, this mainstream media, push out this totally incorrect narrative that there's anti-Asian racism. And guess who they put it on? Because I saw one that was like a black dude punched this 56-year-old Asian. They making it like black men are doing it. Don't y'all understand? It's us. When it all boils down to it, it's black males. So all of a sudden now, black people and all these multicultural blacks, these diversity blacks, now say, we need to have something together. You know, we don't be treating those people. They treat black like shit every day. So no, I have no sympathy for no damn Asians. Now, do I think those Indonesian chicks are cute? Of course. They got this cinnamon, you know, they got body. Them Cambodian chicks, some of them, yeah, but the Cambodian chicks like all the thugs. They do. You ever see a Cambodian chick? This guy got that dark cinnamon skin, got a little body. He sell dope. He dropped out of school. If he a black dude. The Indonesian chicks, yeah. So anyway, I'm not saying, you know, the hell with the race. I'm just saying we need to become more politically and racially intelligent. That's all. Because we're going to be here. Sharva says, we don't understand the power of our voice and our dollar. Sharva sometime wondered, I said, are we even functioning? How do we even tie our shoes up in the morning? This has got to be nerve-wracking. But I guess when you're asleep, you know, you're just snoring and it doesn't bother you because you're not awake to hear it. Trust me, y'all. No one loves black folks more than I do, I swear. I know it may come across that I have a problem with certain sections, but I don't. I mean, I do, historically speaking. But I don't. I love our people, man. We come in many forms. We come in atheist. We come in Democrat. We come in conservative. We come in Greek affiliated. We come in non-Greek affiliated. Churchgoers, non-churchgoers, Muslims. And I love all our people. I do. So that's why I speak I speak down the middle to all of us. Because nobody can tell you that if whoever I've met in person who is a churchgoer, who is a Democrat, who is a conservative, who is Greek affiliated, who is all that I've mistreated them or disrespected them. You know, it's never happened. Now I may say some things that are considered polarizing in my lives, you know, and I understand that. But because I've always suggested that we all wear black t-shirts and be black folks. But you know, I've never, you know, suburban blacks, hood blacks, PlayStation blacks. We come in many forms. Randy Anthony, what's up, man? North, you dig? Hollywood, Springdale, Richard Street, Devo Harrison, you dig? Alameda. But look. But so that's why I'm speaking to us. like this, so we can understand it, because all we have is each other. We ain't even got Jesus. That's the name of a slave ship. We have to come into reality and see these people keep playing games with us. But we have to read and understand the games that they're playing. I know a lot of us, like, well, we tired of this. You not with this. Ain't nothing going to happen. Well, that's not true. It can happen. What these other groups don't want to happen is to see black unity. I know it's 41 million of us in this country. It don't have to be 41 million of us uniting. It could be 5 million blacks. On the same page, you'll see the power that we possess. But we can't even get 5 million. So this anti-Asian foolishness, don't fall for this shit. Pay attention to what the story really is. There's no such thing as no anti-Asian racism. Every time, well, good morning, Conrad. Every time something is happening for blacks, some other smaller minority, some other group, a minority group comes out, oh my God, you're not paying attention to us. And then we all stop what we doing and pay attention to them. This is insane. Stay focused. Black boys are under attack. I know we want to say, protect black women. No, they good. They got their WAP. They got their yada, 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 yada. They got all that. Maxine Waters is applauding them for telling young girls to sell pussy. They good. They got Megan Thee Stallion. They got Cardi Bitch. They got, city whores or city girls. They got Erica Bum. What's her name? Erica Banks. They got what's them little tramps' name? You got Saweetie or Sour, whatever her name is. You got all these little hip hop. They got a whole slew of these hip hop whores, and they're being funded. They moved out R. Kelly. They moved in this whore thought culture. They've got rid of they're kind of bubbling under, but they're pushing the whore. They're going to push black female rap, but they're pushing the whore rap. They're not pushing the sisters with their clothes on and who's got lyrics. Just how they do with black male rappers. They push all the hood Negroes who talk about murdering and killing other blacks and selling dope. And did I say murdering and killing other? No, same thing, murdering and killing, but murdering and destroying and fighting and pushing violence against other blacks. They don't push the hip hop artists. They push these trill and drill rappers. And I say there's a white funding source called the record labels, because don't nobody black own this stuff. We don't own the distribution, so they're the ones that get on these white-owned radio stations, which is 90% owned by white folks and Jewish whites. That's why you can hear the foolishness every 10 minutes. Like, we all know this. We always know this. Good morning, Cynthia Rhodes. Good morning, Molly Taylor. Hey, good. Hey, Molly. That's... And I keep saying the same thing that I know we all know, because I have a lot of intelligent people on my Facebook page. But I would be remiss if I didn't just go over. So maybe we'll continue to share what I'm saying. And damn that anti-Asian, that's some foolishness. And I need some people with platforms. See, my little Facebook page, my little YouTube channel, it won't reach anybody that much, just a few of us. But if you get a real celebrity, someone with a platform to say, cut the bullshit. Asians, if anybody's racist, it's these damn Asians. They can't stand black folks. And we got these black celebrities talking about some on their Facebook pages, their Instagram, talking about some damn, we must end the anti-Asian racism. Then somebody call them out on it. Well, I don't like racism of any kind. I'm like, get the... But anyway, I think y'all, Derek Hollis, what's up? So I think y'all got the gist of that. I'm going to move on. But y'all continue to have that conversation about it. It's stupid. It's contrived. It's always something to distract from what needs to be done for black folks. And in case y'all don't know what the distraction is about, they're in the process of having more hearings on reparations. They always pull out some bullshit that has nothing to do with us. None of this shit has anything to do with us. But the reparations movement has something to do with us. And so they're going to bring out some anti-Asian racism. This is some bullshit. Yeah, I said it and I mean it. Yeah. And let me tell y'all something. It's funny that this same mainstream media, and I'm going to close on the Asian part. I'm going to go to my next topic. They never talk about how there are black folks, black women who own beauty supply stores. They're trying to make it in the game, but guess who's blocking them? Asians. There went black women who are trying to get into the hair market to sell or distribute and hair and stuff. Y'all know how I feel about weed, but hell, if it's money to be made from the very people who buy it the most, let's get it, sisters. No, but guess who's blocking them? Because they cornered a market on weave and where it comes from other countries, Asians. They are purposely blocking black folks, black women from getting in heavily on the weave market. And you son of a bitch want to talk about some anti-Asian racism. Man, please. Get out of here. Those isolated incidents. You know what? I'll say beauty. Molly say, not the weave. I can just say the beauty industry. They're blocking it. Because everybody won't be able to, everyone wants to be able to sell black people anything. They want black people to sell shit. They just want us to continue to buy. And there are trickles of us in this country who are trying to sell, but you know the market is blocked by particular groups. See, ABC, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and all these, the mainstream white media is not going to talk about that. You know, they're not going to talk about other people's racism against blacks unless it's white folks. It ain't just whites, Asians, those, who else comes over here? Hispanics. They all come over here because whites are looked at as the power structure. So it is natural that they'll connect with them. They're trying to get next to white folks and also keep their Mexican culture. So there's like, well, okay, we got a split here. We got the Mexicans who are light enough to be next to white folks. Then we got the ones who are brown and tan. We're gonna stay around Mexicans. Then you have the ones who are kind of cast out from them. They hang out with black folks. Sharva says, yes, they even use their advertisement to redirect to the Asian sites. I didn't know that. I'm telling you, damn this Asian. So you saw three sets of Asians get punched in the back of the head, probably robbed. Yeah, they were old people. And I don't want that to happen to anybody. But don't you dare make those isolated incidents. Let me tell you something. Black folks attacking Asians is like 2 times out of 1,000. How often does that fucking happen? It doesn't. Good morning, Cassandra Ship. It doesn't happen. So let's not, y'all please, let's, maybe because I don't watch regular TV. I don't watch anything on TV. I mean, I don't watch these apps. Because all I watch is Ion TV, you know, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire on NBC, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Blue Bloods, Hawaii 5-0. I don't watch any of that stuff. You too, Nancy. Thank you, hon. What's up, Leo? I don't watch any of that. I don't watch cable. I don't watch any of that stuff. I keep my mind, I guess that's how I keep my mind focused off the what I call the programming and the hypnosis of this so-called New America in the last 10 years or so. The foolishness. But believe it or not, I read about this crap in the 90s from those Nuwaubian Nation books. Yeah. Y'all ever heard of those? Yeah. Those Nuwaubian Nation books, I have about 3 of them that told me about all the chip and the neutrinoids, the light-skinned folks. You don't know if they're black or white. They're going to be the new blacks. Okay, Molly, that wasn't the topic, but you're asking the question. You said, Molly said, how do you feel about Megan saying that the royal family said her baby might be too dark? I responded on the page, to that. I saw that. And I want to say this, Molly. I want to give a general answer. And this is not for you or anybody, don't direct it towards you. I'm just going to say this is how I feel about that. I couldn't care less. You know, what I think is it is the weirdest shit when biracial people, black people, marry interracially, Asians or whites or whatever, then they complain about racism. Shut the fuck up and move on. I don't want to hear about it. I don't. I couldn't care less. But it's interesting though because what they said about I heard what I saw the little clip and she said um hell black folks say the same thing, Molly, believe it or not. Ooh, that baby gonna be dog. He say the same thing. So the white folks just we must got that from them or they got it from us. And then we have to understand about real white people. That's why I like real white people. They understand what white is. We don't understand what black is. See, black is black mother, black father. That's black. Like Asian is Asian mother, Asian father. Mexican is Mexican mother, Mexican father. We the only ones say, well, my grandma, she was part German, so I ain't all black. Why you look like you can be Don Cheadle's daughter? I think my grandmother on my auntie side, she got Cherokee. Why you looking like Lupita Nyong'o? Get the fuck out of there. Some... So, Molly, that's why I think about that. I couldn't care less. And by the way, Molly, Megan better hush her. About to get about sound like some old southern old black dude. But Megan might need to hush. And I'll just tell her, let's all of us remember Diana. When she thought she was gonna really go there with the Royals. I'll just say that. So Megan, move on. You got your man to quit his job and leave his money. Stupid as shit. Because you had an attitude because they didn't like you. Now he got to come over here and follow you. You're talking about a beta male simp move. But anyway, it's a whole nother thing. Because you wouldn't have got me. I would have left my damn job and my damn but anyway, man, I'm a different kind of dude. Sharva said, hell, just last year, Chicago, those women were attacked in a nail salon, and when the men bonded together to stop the BS, the women were, that's right, yelling, leave them alone. I saw that, Sharva. There's something wrong with us. Sharva says, Megan won't even identify as black anyway. That is so true. Molly says, wow, Megan didn't identify as black. I kept trying to tell folks, but they keep calling biracial people black. Don't do that. It's nothing against them, but stop making them black. If you understood why they are called mulatto and all that, because the white plantation owner, the white people know what black is. If you have this much of anything, you are not black, so you something else. By that time it was just African, so they called them nigger, and they called them black. But we ought to understand 8th grade biology told us differently. Hell, I didn't fall asleep in 8th grade biology. How come other people did? This is crazy. Gary Ford, what's up? Hell, now, that's one thing about it. White people understand what white is. We don't understand what black is. It's weird as shit. But I digress. Because y'all gonna have me going all on about them damn Asians. I've had enough of them. And I've had enough of this damn Asian. Yeah, that Meghan Markle thing, who cares? Yeah, I'm not. And she don't even look the same anymore. You think they switched her body out? But anyway. My next story is, have y'all seen where this black boy in Plano, Texas was at a sleepover with his all-white friends, a middle school black boy. In Plano, Texas, suburb of Dallas, very nice. Now, Plano, Texas is the same place where about 3 or 4 summers ago, this black couple were asked to get up from a table in this restaurant in the Legacies of Plano. It's a real she frou-frou, full of shops and restaurants, bars in Plano, because if you know about Plano, it's very high-end. It's even more high-end than Germantown for those living in Memphis. Germantown ain't got nothing on Plano. But Plano is where a lot of wealthy people, rich people live. And then you have some blacks who get pretty good jobs, and they move out there as well. But it's fun standards, like Plano's like 70% white. And this, obviously, single mother by the name of Summer, something I was reading, and she allowed her middle school son to go to a sleepover. And I know she's not the only black person who's guilty of this. Because a lot of you and a lot of folks you know live in these white suburbs. Let your daughter, let your son go with their little white friends to sleepovers and camping and shit. It just hadn't gotten to you yet. Because I guess you think that's very suburban. They had a better school and they doing this. I get it. Regardless of how much multiculturalism and diversity they try to preach, white people have never changed. the thing is, if you understand it, just act like it. Don't be surprised when their true selves come out. So there's a video on Instagram. It's on Willie D's page. I think on his page, but you can go on Instagram and find it because that's where he got it from. It had his face blurred out. I think his name is Bruce or something. I don't know what the boy's name is, but he had his face blurred out. But I think in other stories they're showing his face. They had all them white boys his age around him laughing and giggling as he's taking a sip of the cup of pee, what's supposed to be pee. And my thing is, you know, and I was reading the comments and everything, and people are like, damn, baby, what you doing? How you gonna send your son around all these white folks? And there's something about that. What is with these blacks? Mainly these single moms. I'm finna go there, goddamn it. Y'all go ahead and leave. I'm finna go in on single moms. Y'all know I can't stand that institution. I think it's some bullshit. It sets children up for failure. And I don't want to hear your exceptions. You know, I came up with a single mom. I came out, all right, we ain't talking about you because you are really an exception. Like I'm an exception. I came up with a single mom. But we're not going to be honest and say that children miss out greatly when they don't have a father in the home and an active father in their children's lives. You're being disingenuous. You lying. Because see, the natural order thing is masculine and feminine. Man and woman are supposed to be together. Instead of us following, to my religious folks, following your Bible, you following, as the old preacher would say, you following what the world say. Come on, somebody. And then this government funds single motherhood. So you have one woman with 4 kids by 5 different baby daddies. Now, I don't know the latest situation. All I know is, I've always referred to, and some people think it's insulting when I say this, but I understand history. And I understand the weakest link. I've always referred to as the black woman as the Pocahontas of our race, meaning if you understand the story of Pocahontas, if it were not for Pocahontas, John Smith and his invaders would never got into that Indian tribe. She fell in love with the white boy. And they told her, stay away from him. Y'all don't know him. He real nice. He don't act like that. Just like the movie Avatar. It was a $1 billion story of the Pocahontas story. And it played, by, of course, shockingly, by Zoe Saldana. And there's somebody, I think people just cussed her out over the weekend with this, you know, giving that false history of Dominican Republican history. And so, their war against Haiti and the war with Haiti. And so, the movie Insurgents like that too, Dwayne? I've never seen that, but I know, when I was watching Avatar years ago, I said, damn, this is like this Pocahontas story. Here she was as an alien, fall in love with a white dude who was not part of their race, and she and Laz Alonso, he was playing the warrior who really wanted her, and they were set up to be married, but she wanted the white guy. And as soon as she ignored the village and quit him, broke off the engagement, they came in and shot up the whole goddamn paradise. And guess what? We got a lot of this transgender. We got a lot of our children being molested and robbed and mistreated all over because single motherhood. Because women are vulnerable when they're alone. Women can't fight off all of this. So you have all this little thought culture and all this, they raised by women. These little transgender boys, y'all see Gabrielle Union, women. These little unsure, angry, underdeveloped, emotionally tripping boys, single mothers. This crime, these gangs, this violence, single mothers. Children not protected under single mothers. Now, if you have one child and you're one woman, I can get it, you can manage, but you get to having 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it's just you? No, that's mental illness. And your children are going to suffer. Because one woman cannot run 4 different personalities from 4 different goddamn genetic makeups. That's where it comes from, single motherhood. And so, I'm unapologetic in my language. And so this woman has sent her son out. See, that boy's going to be destroyed. And the question no one's asking is, where's his father? So I don't know if the father was there or not. I was trying to read the story. Maybe I need to go back and look at it some more and see if a dad was there. Is he in the child's life? Does he live in Dallas and they live in Plano? But I don't know, but a lot of sisters, they believe in successes. They get their good job, they probably become the principal of the high school or management at FedEx, and they start making 70, 80, 90, $100,000. They move straight out to a Plano. Your black kid is the only kid in an all-white classroom, or your black daughter is the only one and all her friends are white girls, and wondering why she probably want to wear hazel contacts and she look like Whoopi Goldberg. Why she want her hair to be different color? Want to always wear her hair straight down? And know how she was born with curls? Or want to put weave in it so she can have long hair? Not just watching her mother, but also around those other girls. Psychological issues. And the parents put this stuff on their children without even knowing it. Because all you worried about is you, mom, how you feel. And so you can sure my child go to this academy. But they treat them like shit. You wonder why your son is corny as fuck. Why your daughter's doofus as fuck. They have that, and I said, obviously that boy, he can't have a father there because he didn't have any street sense and common sense. He could be around all white kids, but how come he couldn't be himself? Because we don't teach black kids about blackness when we move into these goddamn suburbs. And don't make me say not all, because y'all know damn well I'm not talking like that. We don't. We think when we get some money and move all around white folk, we just leave, just like integration. We left our African shields, our African spears in the front yard when we walked in the white man's house. And when our ass has been naked and stupid ever since. We've been losing ever since. And that's what y'all do to black kids. Yeah, you took them out the hood, great. But why did you take Africanness? Why did you take blackness out of them so you can go to white high school? A white middle school? A white elementary school? Did y'all know this? Jews don't let anybody come in contact with their children until they reach high school. From kindergarten, first grade, all the way up, nobody who's not Jewish has any contact with Jewish children. Y'all know why? Because someone mentioned like after their bar mitzvah at 13 or 14 years old. See, you have 14 years of Jewish indoctrination. By the time they get 14, 15 years old, you can't tell them shit about not being Jewish. You go talk to an average 15, 16-year-old Jewish white male or white female, and you start talking, anything, say anything Jew, they'll make the call and have your ass fired at 14. But black kids, we got this weirdest habit of putting our kids around other people. That's why our children are so damn unprotected. And I know we think every time we think black, well, they underfunded in these black schools. Well, no, why? Because you don't say shit. You don't say anything. You just take them out and take your money, go over to the white school. Yeah, they have better facilities. No, why? Because you don't say anything. It's not required because they live in South Dallas or Plano that the school system has to be shit. If you take your smarts and get on that school board or get an attorney and sue the school system, you can demand that they spend the same $10,000 per student as opposed to the $2,000 they spend for the black school. They balance it out. You'll get the same quality. I don't understand why we've been here 400 years. We don't understand this, but it's interesting. We did more with less when we were colored folks before 1970. Colleges, schools, yeah, we had the secondhand books, but we were still producing doctors and lawyers and black thinking politicians. But now we get all this integration, we get dumber by the summer. So I said all that to say, I'm still trying to wrap my head around, ma'am. And again, black boys are the least protected, the most disrespected, the most disparaged. Not black women, black boys. Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu says, if you want to destroy a black man, destroy him as a boy. And that mother is doing her part in destroying that boy. Why would she do that? Because she wasn't thinking about him. Most parents that stick their kids in these white schools don't be thinking about their kids. You think about how others perceive you. Let me give you an example. What the fuck does a 3-month-old need with some Jordans? What does a 3-year-old need with some, expensive jeans, anything? They're 3, they're 4. You know why y'all do this? Because y'all want to impress other parents. Their child just want to sleep and play in the dirt at 3. That's how I know people don't give a shit about kids. All you care about is you. See, parenting, let me tell y'all, I've never been anybody's father, nobody's parent in my life, but I was somebody's kid once. A little kid. I learned all this through observation. I said, you know what? If people really cared about children, the mama wouldn't be as sharp as the children or dressed nice. People make fun of these so-called middle class white housewives when they come up to school in their old sweatshirts and they sweatpants, and they had their glasses on, their hair done, and people are like, wow, she looks kind of frumpy coming up there, but her child, she went up there for her child. She's cheering on her child in cheerleader, cheering on her son in football. She's doing all of that. And she's coming up there. What they do, a lot of cultures put their children out front. Because when you have a child, it's not about you anymore. But somehow, too many in our community, in our race, think that, well, I had a child and the beat goes on. No. That's why I'm against young people having children. Because young people still want to be young people. Teenagers. College age. I'm still young. What the fuck's that got to do with anything? Your baby's younger than you. So we got a lot of the foolishness going on. We're going to have to redirect our priorities and read the lectures. Listen to the lectures and read the books that our ancestors left for us. We're going to have to. Because that's our saving grace. Ain't no Jesus Christ coming. There's no God coming. Ain't none of that. You are God. You make the decisions, but you have to be educated even on yourself. Isn't that the weirdest thing that most HBCUs don't have a major in African and African American studies? Or even the African American studies department like the white schools? Isn't that the weirdest shit? Because we make this assumption because we all look like, we black, that we know. We give shit. If we knew so much, we'd have at least 500 to 600 or 1,000 HBCUs. We don't know shit. That's why the black colleges are closing. Because we don't know shit. So having said that, I hope that child gets counseling. Because it's on video. And I was really pissed off by it. Because because this stuff can be preventable. But see, we're in our heads. We're trying to be so impressive. In Plano, and I think did I finish up on the story with Plano when this black family was asked to get up? It was called Sambuca. I didn't give the name of the restaurant. In Legacy at Plano. And they asked the black family to get up so they could seat this white family. And the black family got on the news because they felt insulted. First of all, you ain't got to do but ask me to get up once and I'm getting the hell out of there. What I'm not going to do is make you take my money. We got that bad. We just look stupid. Trying to make white folks take our money. Yeah, I would have got on up and said, no, let's go. Let's take our money somewhere else. They got on the news. They complained. Yeah, they looked bad for a minute. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, what's that, Hannah Lore? Good morning. What's up? Yeah, I always find that to be weird. There was a black dude about 3 summers ago in Dallas. They went to this restaurant. It was him and his 3 white friends. They let the 3 white friends in, but they told him there was something he had on the wrong shoes. This Negro got on the news and complained. He was so upset. Got on the news, upset. Then he went to the Dallas City Council and complained about the restaurant. That lets me know something wrong with you. You mean you want validation from white folks so bad that you trying to force them to take your money? In 2018 or 19? There's something wrong with this new generation of Negroes. I refuse to try to force somebody white to take my money. Any white business. If you say, hey, even if I'm going to trying to go to a nightclub that's mixed, got whites, blacks, and everybody, but they give me problems at the door, you think I'm going to say, no, motherfucker, I'm straight. I say, oh, no, you good? Shit, let me get the hell on. But I've noticed that a lot of blacks have a problem with being turned away or not being served at white establishments. But yeah, we have a problem when someone mentions black unity. We act like we don't know what that is. And then we come together, we're so disrespectful to one another. And I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here. It's ridiculous. And then we let white folks tell us who to be mad at instead of us understanding who our open enemy is. And then we have some internal enemies we're gonna have to flush out. We got all I call the uppity blacks. They love to say these little quick little quotes. All skin folks ain't kin folks. Shut up, CNN. Get out of here. They get a chance to say that when one of their high power white friends rejects them. All of a sudden they get very racially connected back to black folks. So get out of here. Just go away, cause you tripping. And so I hope that young fella, because the thing is, I read people's comments when they showed the video of the young man drinking pee, allegedly, whatever it looks like. And people like, shit, that couldn't have been me. They always say it couldn't have been me, could have been this, could have been that, or I would have gone there and kicked somebody's ass, blah, blah, blah. But I think, first of all, I guess the way I am, I'm so in tune with who I am as a black person. No, I'm not part of the Panthers or any of that stuff, and nothing against that at all, because we needed all of them. I don't know, I can't even fathom if I had a kid and that happened, because first of all, my kid would be going nowhere with a bunch of white folks. He or she's too young. Now I said, when you get grown, you can go around all the white folks you want to, but as a minor, it's my job to protect you even against you. Because they say silly shit to their parent, Mom, Dad, these suburban black kids. Why are you being racist? See, they don't even know what racism is. They question their own parents. Why are you being racist? You let you know you've done kind of piss poor job of raising your child in his or her blackness. Blackness is an African-centered connotation. The books, the understanding of who we are and how we got here. And so when they learn who the open enemy is, like Jews know who their open enemy is. They fight against it every day. And their open enemy is everybody. But we don't know. Damn. Y'all thought Malcolm X going to live past 40? To keep trying to teach you? You thought Fred Hampton's going to live past 21? To teach you? Damn. People can't live a whole life trying to teach black folks. Hell, they left books behind, videos, and we won't even read it. Yeah, I think Negroes think somebody's supposed to live 1,000 years to keep teaching niggas about the truth. People get tired. Hell, I'm tired. And it's costly. Emotionally costly. Economically costly. Mental health costly. It is. That's why a lot of folks shy away from it. Because there's no glamour in talking like this. There's no rewards. There's no financial gains. Just a bunch of, man, I wish that motherfucker shut up. Man, they always saying something. Wishing that something will happen and hoping that I'm fucked up out here. And I'm just like anybody else. I'm fucked up in the pandemic like everybody else, but it's not going to make me stop talking. It is speaking my mind. It's not going to stop it. Man, still talking about he fucked up out here like, yeah, but I'm going to keep talking. Because I don't hear nobody else. There are other people who are talking in different parts, but it needs to be hundreds and thousands of us talking in this country like this. Because we have children who are coming up blindly because we're so busy trying to be suburban. And then as soon as something black, and so something racial happens to your black child, all of a sudden you want the NAACP. Why are you running to them? They don't deal with race. They're colored. Yeah, I said it. So anyway, I feel more anger and disappointment about this situation. Because I think it could have been avoided. But again, we have to tell the truth. The weak link, the women, the weak link. And I don't give a damn about, where the fathers at? Well, if you want a father, you would have got pregnant by one who want to be a father to a child by you. That's the whole distraction, the whole deflection conversation. Yeah. And I know about the women who get divorced and all that. I know about that too. But that number is smaller than these single, never married women who out here just having babies by 4 and 5 different baby daddies. Those are the people I'm talking about, not married women who went through a divorce. Because your numbers are way smaller than these chicks out here in high school and in college or just out and about society or in the ghetto, in the hood, just having kids. They didn't want to say, we need help out here for the single mothers. We need help out here. No, what you need is birth control, helper. And maybe not the Bible, maybe the Quran. Because obviously, your church ain't helping your ass at all. Can't tell you how to keep your legs closed until marriage. I know that for goddamn sure. And I don't have a problem with people having sex at all. I just don't like when kids are produced. What the fuck is kids doing being still produced in 2021? Hell, even in the 2000s at all. Everybody has access to birth control. Don't tell me men need to wear condoms. I can walk around naked, my ding-a-ling slanging everywhere. But I can't stick it in between closed legs. Until we start understanding that, we need to stop bringing men up. Because 97% of these kids were created because she gave permission for him to get between her legs with raw penis. Then she made the choice to carry it and made the choice to have it. Because abortion is an option. Don't tell me about your goddamn religious beliefs. Who cares? If you had so many religious beliefs, you would not be having these babies out of wedlock. Come on, somebody. Well, there goes my invite to any future parties. It's okay. And yeah, because I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. I'm going to tell the truth. I don't give a damn who it offends. Just call me a liar. Don't call me offensive. Call me a liar. And then prove it. Let's get to my next topic. Black boy in Baltimore. Have y'all read this story? Black boy in Baltimore. This motherfucker made from the 9th grade to the 12th grade. Thank you, Dwayne. You my man to the end for sure, bro. Dwayne says, you're welcome in my spot, brother. Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate you, man. So I know who my people are. So, black boy, 17 years old, in Baltimore school system. 9th grade to 12th grade. He's missed school 272 times. He has a grade point average of 0.3. And he has a class about 120 or so. And he's like ranked number 62. What the fuck? And so he's being put back into the 9th grade because the records have shown, and then finally come out and said that the boy, the young man, he would flunk English 1 but still be promoted to English 2. He would flunk algebra and still be promoted to calculus. He made a 85, and that was in PE. So how the hell you mix 272 days? That's like a whole school year. So 10th grade, he didn't go to school at all. So how the hell did he make it to the 12th grade? And let me tell you the punchline. He and his mother actually thought he's supposed to be graduating this May. 2 people are at fault here. Number 1, parent. Because I heard her story. She said, I don't know, I fought the school. They're responsible for this. They're supposed to be making sure that he's getting his education. They're supposed to be doing all this. The mother, always a single mama. This woman. She had 3 kids and working 3 jobs. So if you were to ask, well, did they ever have a parent-teacher conference? Did they ever send a report card home? Did they ever send a progress note of any kind home? Hell no, because she wasn't at home to get it. 3 jobs with 3 kids? Who the fuck raising your children, man? This is insane. Did I just tell y'all about single motherhood? How it is a pus sore in our race? It's stupid. What you doing with 3 goddamn jobs? I understand you work a day job, you probably had a little part-time, but you're still at home at least at night, from 6 o'clock to 6 in the morning with your kids. Who the hell works 3 jobs with children? Hell, I've always mainly worked 1 job and I don't have any kids, not even a girlfriend. This motherfucker got 3 kids, working 3 jobs. And she's wondering about he fell through the cracks. Let me tell you something. When she's on the news playing victim, because chicks love to play they love to play victim. No, I told him it's going to be okay. We're going to make it through this. Ma'am, you ain't have to get on TV with all that. All you had to do is say, well, son, you might as well start studying for a GED. Because you didn't flunk 4 grades. Yeah, hell, you have to attend them. And also, ma'am, You should have stopped at him because he seemed to be the oldest, and the other kids like probably younger, like 10 or 8 and 12 or something like that. You should have stopped at one because it was just you. I don't know why women keep having babies. Alex Roy, what's up, my man? I don't know why women keep having babies when it's just one of them. I'm telling you, people in this country, just like you have to take a test to be able to get behind a steering wheel, they should make it mandatory that people take psychological examinations before they're allowed to have children. It needs to be a mandate. That's what the governor, that's what the president, that's what the Congress and the Senate could be doing. If you want to do American people a favor, work on, if you want to be a state representative in the state that I live in, I'd like for you to hear that. I'd like for you to propose that. Because we're going to have to stop the bullshit. Because whenever people decide to indiscriminately have children, the children are the ones who suffer. What you doing? Again, if you're one woman, you have one child. I understand. Now, that's out of order too, but okay, have one, but what the hell are you doing having 2, 3, 4, and 5 different baby daddies? There's some psychological foolishness going on. Somebody's going to miss out. There's some people with 9 damn kids and 5 different baby daddies. What a tramp. How irresponsible. In 2021, in 2000, the whole decade of 2000, who's doing this? Women got about 13 forms of birth control. Foams, gels, pills, IUD, anal, oral. Shit. Oh boy, they got the morning after pill, shots, implants, shots. They got every goddamn thing. It won't take one? See, it lets me know you have to follow the money. If y'all can stop electing these people who do not talk about ending child support and ending all like food stamps, Section 8, welfare checks for single moms, this shit is not going to stop. Because I can talk until I'm literally blue in the face. It's not going to stop because we are not demanding that the politicians or even forming civic groups to create a pact where you can create laws to say, hey, we need y'all, the lobbyists, to lobby for laws to say, hey, we're going to stop this. Because numbers are out there, statistics show children who are born to single mothers, in particular in these inner cities. I'm talking about our people. I don't care what they do in a trailer park. I don't care what they do with the Mexican barrios in this country. I'm talking about black people. Because our children seem to suffer the most. They seem to become most vulnerable to all of the dredge of society. Be it pedophiles, sexual assaults, poverty, poor schooling, poor schools, and all of that shit. This needs to be checked. And these preachers need to cut the bullshit and start preaching against it. Well, I know if they start preaching against single motherhood, they will have the church will be empty. It'll just be him, the organ player, and then 2 freak-ass deacons. I know it. But we're going to have to tell the truth sometime, because a lot of stuff, he's talking about racism. Well, racism is what it is. It's going to always be there unless we get missiles, tanks, naval ships, drones to blow up a bunch of white folks. And we're not going to do that. Well, we have to at least do some stuff that's not adding on to the damn racism. They're going to keep redlining. They're going to keep cheating us out of housing loans. They'll keep doing it. But our behavior can stop a lot of stuff that we're doing. This what I call self-destructive stuff that we can do to cut out the bullshit. And that's one thing. You can't keep having these children in these very unfortunate situations. Poverty, domestic violence, and children have no hope, and that makes them vulnerable to all kinds of stuff. And just cut it out, but they don't care. And if a woman is on drugs, if she gets arrested for being out there stealing whatever, and they find out she's on crack or meth or whatever, they should put her in jail until she signs off and getting her tubes tied. Because it's more likely she's going to be on drugs a while. At least she can be trading sex and no baby is created. Come on, y'all. I'm pushing policy. We're going to have to. Because, see, I'm talking like this because I actually care about children. Just to bring a baby, well, at least you didn't abort it. You ain't do the kid no favors. Your ass live in the projects. You just exposed this living being to bullshit. That's what you did, you selfish son of a basket weaver. And so this mother is trying to play victim. Now let's go to the school system. Y'all know the school system is out of order. Y'all remember, some of you may remember when George Bush had this No Child Left Behind policy. And that's just an extension of that. And next, the school systems get money off of this. That's why they try to put so many black kids in special ed, because they get money off of these off of special ed kids. And so that's another thing that we could be concentrating on. Like, wait, why the hell y'all let this boy just pass him on? And they have the grades to show it. They have the grades to show that this boy made a 51 here, a logo, 85, and that was for PE. I said, he couldn't even get 100 in PE? What the fuck was he doing? Nothing. And then they showed him on TV. Let me get back to that part. On the news there in Baltimore. You can look at all this, what I'm saying. It's on social media. On Instagram, on Facebook, or what have you, wherever you go for your social media. Find the story, Google the story. And they have him sitting on a bed. It doesn't look like he had a sheet or anything on it. Just a naked mattress. Him playing the game in front. Playing a damn PlayStation. And of course we're like, well damn. Why he playing PlayStation? Maybe he could be studying. So, ma'am, I hope you don't try to put a GoFundMe together. We ain't doing that. Both of y'all, you, ma'am, out of order, and that school system is out of order. That's what I'm talking about. People getting together and standing up for stuff that really affects us. Y'all know we live in these, a lot of black folks who are not doing that well economically, or single mothers live in these areas with these poor school systems. Y'all should be cussing out every school board member and snatching the shit out of the school board superintendent as he or she walks to their car. Snatch their ass at the car with a mask on. Let me tell you something. If you don't get this goddamn money straight and hire some real teachers and then sue them. You have to, black folks, you have to get guerrilla about it. Not G-O-R, but G-U-E-R. Guerrilla about it. Because they're not going to change. Now, demand. Shout out Frederick Douglass. Demand has to be made. We're not making the right demands. We're so busy letting white folks tell us what we need to be concentrating on. B. Mario McDuffie, what's up? Kevin Monk, this morning. We're around here concentrating on the wrong thing. And right before our eyes. And to my blacks who live in the suburbs, look, I ain't mad at you. Because I don't live in the hood either. Right now, I haven't lived in the hood since I've lived in Dallas. I was living in apartments, but in higher end, Not really expensive, but not lower end either. So, Aubrey, good morning. And so, I haven't had to see that stuff, but I'm not disconnected. I understand. And what I'm saying is to my black folks who live in these deep suburbs or wherever state or city you live in, those are still our people. And we've been fortunate enough to go to college or create a business through our trade school or earn money as plumber, principal, electrician, or professor or a business owner. Whatever it is that you were able to do to get yourself up out of that, we're not supposed to go off and stay gone. We're supposed to do something with our newfound mental wealth. Not just this, but mental wealth to try to help change that situation. Because obviously these so-called mentoring programs are not helping. We have to go back, because that's where black folks are, mainly in the ghettos and the hoods of America. They're not hardly in the suburbs. And when we move to these suburbs, how come we can't create a black suburb? Prince George County, and I think that's D.C., they have a black suburb, and they doing pretty well. In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you have DeSoto, Cedar Hill, I think Lancaster. Yeah. Black suburbs, black folks doing, good jobs and business owners. It's possible. So how come we won't do that? We still trying to move to Planos and Friscos and shit. I guess, and then you go into the Walmart and Kroger and you around there, people still looking at you in 2020 something. It's the weirdest shit. It's not required. A lot of stuff we bring on ourselves. But we just want the nice stuff. We can have the nice stuff. We can have for ourselves. But I know there's an element of us that's so hood and so messed up. You're like, you know what? I think I'm finna start donating to the police association so we can get more cops in and get those motherfuckers up out of here. Because some of us are just too far gone. I'm aware of that. That's why I don't live around there. No, but we all like to go visit because a lot of you live in the suburbs. Go back to the hood for the soul food, to get your hair and nails done, ladies. Fellas, you go back to holler at little mama because she's still thick as peanut butter running around there with a tattoo on her arm, talking crazy. Don't act like you just that damn suburban. So ain't no different than nobody else. We go to the blues club there, the hood club there, the lounge in the hood. We still. So, let's not do that. Rang! Fountain, what's up, my man? Let's not do that. We know we still hang out in the hood like this. So, we know we like to go there and get our lower halves fed. But, we're going to have to go back and, get our people. Because we know that it's just they're eating poorly. And all of that stuff. We moved to the suburb. We got the Walmart, the Kroger. We got all the stores. We got the beautiful malls near us. We got all of that. And we see, if you live in Memphis around, and they don't have Jack in these neighborhoods. And wherever you, Detroit, Dallas, Atlanta, there's parts of Atlanta, but Atlanta's a metro city. It probably got a whole lot of stuff around. But, the fresher meats, the fresher vegetables.
Makes no sense.
Fresher, hold on a second, y'all. Damn it.
Is so long.
On the other hand, it still makes total sense to switch to Geico. They have an industry-leading mobile app that you can use to pay your bill.
Okay, so it's the damn alarm. And so, damn, I didn't mean to talk to the alarm. But anyway, I'm just saying, we have to stop. Some of the stuff we can prevent. A lot of stuff that happens to us we can prevent, and we can help each other. That's all. All the stuff that I'm saying is all leads back to we really need to help each other more. When we see each other down and messed up, let's help each other. That's what I'm about. I've always been about that. I know I may have a strange and rough way of going about it, but I do. I like being around black folks. I love being around us, and I also like mixed environments. Because in the 90s, early 2000s, I partied a lot of mixed environments. Did y'all know? I like top 40 music and all that, but even in those mixed environments, I never dated a white girl. Because I'm black wherever I go. And I'm black-minded wherever I go. And some of you say, what do you mean that? Meaning, if you understand the history of our people, as African people, we're global. So wherever I go, I see black people. When I go to mixed clubs, I don't go there because I want to see white girls or Asian chicks and all that. I go because I like different forms of music. I like top 40. I grew up in the 80s. I was a teenager in the 80s. And the 80s was probably the best decade for music because it was MTV. They had everything. I like rock, pop. I like soul, rhythm, blues, original hip hop. I was there. I was at the skating rink in 1979 when Rapper's Delight came out. 1979 and 80, I was at the skating rink, Dave's Skating Center there in Memphis back in the day on 3rd Street. White man had an Asian wife and an Asian stepdaughter. Oh, Dave. So, if I go to mixed environments, because I like, pop music. I do. You can get dance, do everything. I don't go there for white girls. But I know a lot of us go to mixed clubs because black women try to hook up with the other races, and black dudes go there to hook up with other races. And guess what? When I go to these mixed environments, I don't really talk to the black chicks there because I know why they're there. They're not there to see me, or they'll be at a black club. Of course, not always, but I've been to enough to notice that I've taken enough, I've noticed enough samples to know, okay, that's why they're there. I go in and just have fun. But peculiar Indonesian or chick or biracial cutie pie, it is what it is. But I've been the drunkest of the drunkest in these environments. Sometimes I've been in the spot where it'll be like 300 white folks and 10 blacks. And I'm in there getting it in because I like Rob Zombie too. I'm in there getting it down with Metallica. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me down without this. And I'm in there getting it on too, but never ever got drunk enough when I'm all up on a white girl. I'm just saying. I like being around us. I like our blues clubs. I like our lounges. I like the hood spots. I like us. Because there's a rhythm and a blues about us that I grew up with. I like being around us. I like going to some of our alumni affairs that we have as a Grambling grad. I like going to a lot of our stuff where we're there having fun. When I'm not thinking about the politics of everything. And I like being around us. I can't put it any plainer. But I do enjoy other environments. But I'm not going to go to an all Mexican spot. Nope. I'm not going to go to an all Asian spots because those two groups act funny when they're in the majority and we're the minority. They do. And I need everyone else to be honest too. Those two groups don't really give a damn about blacks. So y'all cut this black and brown shit out. But anyway, let me my final topic here. Have y'all heard of? I'm sure y'all have heard about the phenomena that is referred to as Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, and what made me talk about this and want to share some thoughts on this is Kevin Samuels, 51-year-old black man. He's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And he worked in corporate America. And these are his words that he shared with us. That he shares on all his YouTube channels. He worked in corporate America in sales. He switched over. He worked there about 20 years. So he started off as what's called a lifestyle. He lifestyle consultant for men. If you see some of his old videos, he's talking about how to dress, the best cologne to wear. And he's one of them high-end brothers. I'm not paying no damn $90 or $100 no damn cologne. I'm finna go to Ross and Marshalls, and they might still have some Michael Jordan up in that thing. Don't make me buy no Curve on your ass. So I'm not into all of the name brand, Isimaki, whatever. I don't even know the names of this stuff. Because I know if they're over $30, I'm not buying it. So I know a lot of y'all be like, damn, man, I paid $75. I paid $100. Okay, you keep on paying that kind of money for some goddamn cologne. Because for me, good old-fashioned bathing and degree deodorant works for me. But I'll go in, if it got Ross, I'll go up in Ross and Marshalls and shit. I'll miss. I'll tell you, if it's $19.99, I'm there. Hell, I bought some $9.99. I'm there. Because the whole thing is, you try not to smell musty. And chicks don't know fragrances like that. But they say, ooh, that smell, because they saw it on TV. Ooh, you smell like this, and so you smell like this. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm not going to act like the stuff doesn't smell good. Because I smelled it on guys. I said, damn, what is that? That smell like that cost about $90. I'll pass. But good old school stuff, the Jupe, Curve, and Michael Jordan, and all that stuff. And I love the Kenneth Cole. And they got Liz Claiborne and all that. If it costs $19.99, I'm there. Yeah. $10.99 if it's okay, let me get that. And being there to everybody else. Yeah, getting it in with my $20 cent on. Old school. And if y'all keep on playing, goddamn it, follow up there with some gray flannel on. Y'all don't even know it. You don't know. Damn, he smell kind of manly. Like he got gray hair. Yeah, I do. So that gray flannel will come right in handy these days. So, but anyway, Kevin talks about that. Kevin, he starts off with it. Talks about clothes. I've taken some tips on certain clothes and image. He prides himself on being an image consultant. And pretty cool videos. I've looked at some of the fashion that he's wearing. I said, nah, I'll pass on that. I'm not with the merce, the man purse, and all that shit. I don't wear that stuff. I don't even carry a wallet, so I don't know damn well I'm not carrying whatever that little front thing used to be in no man purse. I'm not doing that. When I see dudes wearing those like Louis Vuitton backpacks, there's something weird about that, in my opinion. Because in my head, backpacks are when like you're in college. I've seen like cute chicks wear like little small little backpacks and have their little stuff in. They have on their little shorty shorts and their little shoes. I've seen that, but guys wearing that. Now Dwayne Wayne in a different world used to have this leather thing with like a saddle going across. I thought that was masculine and cool. It's a leather thing came across him. Yeah, I guess he had books or his stuff in it like that. That looked cool because he used to carry it. They used to go like that with it, if y'all know what I'm talking about from a different world. When he became a professor, he used to have that little leather thing go across. Yeah, I think that's cool. But the merce, I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not gonna do the skinny jeans. I'll do some fitted, probably get them fit, but I'm not gonna do skinny. Skinny is those painted on pants. You have to lay down. I think somebody was saying these cats is laying on the bed and zipping their pants up. We ain't doing that. Oh, motherfuckers wearing stretch pants. No, we're not doing that either, bro. And so, having said that, I'm not into, because I'm an older brother, and I've always, no, my style is whatever's on the rack. I don't care. I'll go to Goodwill and find a cool shirt and some cool pants, take them to the seamstress agency, and I have her to hook it up and put it in the cleaners, and boom. Yeah, I'm still that dude. Because you can find some cool stuff in these damn thrift stores, man. And so, that's what Kevin, Mario said nutbusters. Yeah, I guess so. Some of these guys, but that's the younger generation of dudes. And these older guys. These guys with these tight ass jackets on and tight ass pants and tight socks on and tight ass shoes. I can't. But you see a lot of African dudes with them tight ass clothes on doing that little dance. Don't rush. Don't. I said, so you have to have on tight ass pants in order to do that African dance? It started in that Childish Gambino video. This is America. Woo woo. We were wearing it. White people tripping. So do you have to have tight ass pants to do that dance? I don't know. So anyway. Don't said Mario says dog clothes. But so anyway, and so he started off like that years ago. And then he got into he gained popularity by talking to his audience about high value men. And he's explained it time and time again. Some people, they want to call him a dating coach. He's not a dating coach, people. But people who get mad at him, they call him that. He's not. He talks about high value men. He's a lifestyle consultant. He's an image consultant. That's what he's always said. I'm an image consultant. And he talks to his audience about what a high value man is. That's basically what he's selling, what a high value man is. And he's given a definition, if you watch the videos, time and time and time and time again. But people still purposely misinterpret just so they can push an argument or a narrative that's not true. I mean, looking at this shit, because I watch his videos often. I said, he never said that. Because you can go back and look at the videos, he'll tell you. Even on his Instagram, image consultant. He's just what I do. He consults you on, and he always says to people, look, get fit, get a fitness trainer, get therapy. Fitness trainer, get therapy. He's always pushing that. And one thing, the people who get upset with him, they never talk about how he's always pushing black love and black marriages. But he was saying high value men is the topic. High value men meaning men who are high earning Henrys. That's the language. If you listen to his stuff, you'll know what high earners are. Good morning, Chris. Chris Armour. He talks about that. High earners, high earning Henrys. People who's made at least $10,000 plus a month and have done it for at least 5 years. He owns the industry where he employs people. Big money style, Big Willie. And he breaks the numbers down saying, as it relates to how many of those men in the country, less than 2 or 3%, 1 to 2% of men. And so he's saying to ladies, because every lady say, I want a man who earns this much. He need to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. He may make this much money. So he's saying to those group of women who believe that they want or they should have a man who's probably of the top 2% of all men or earners. Well, this is what they look for, because he says, I talk to these men all the time. And then when you listen to him, you'll say, you know what, I see these dudes myself. And it's so interesting because he's broken down the delusion in most women today. And a lot of you guys, we see these women every day and we listen to this shit and we don't know to say, hey, are you retarded? And so I'm breaking down what he does, because I've hearing people got all this hate for this guy, and I said, that's not what he does. They've accused him of all kinds of stuff, and I'm listening to this shit, I'm hearing it. I said, that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about high-earning men. He's saying this is what they look for. They want their women to be younger, because a lot of times the men are in their late 30s and mid 40s and up. So they want younger women. If they don't have any children, they want a woman in her 20s or barely 30. They want to reproduce children to keep their legacy. These rich and wealthy men, black men. Of course he says black men, but he's speaking about men in general. And so these women think because I have a PhD, I make $100,000. I have my own home. I have this, and and he has to tell the women. Well, women don't seem to understand. Men don't give a damn about your degree. They don't care about your money. All they care about is you fit, feminine, and agreeable. And a lot of women today are not. And we're talking about our community, black women, they're not. And then he says, he's broken it down to the marrying age. Women 23 to 27. That is your window of opportunity to get a high value man. He prefers high value man likes them at least a size 4, size 5. If they're tall, they can be like a size 6, tall model-esque. Feminine, agreeable, cooperative, and an asset to what he's got going on. If he's this high earner, this powerful black dude. And I say, you know what? In my life, and I've walked around and noticed guys, older men with younger women. I say, have you ever noticed an old white man with an old white woman? I mean, not the woman that he married in college and they grew old together. I'm talking about a 50-year-old white man. You ever noticed him with a 40-year-old white woman? 45-year-old white woman? If he's never been married, she's usually in her 20s, maybe 30. Because I said, even if I won the lottery today, I'm not going to go out and buy a used yacht. And the most important example of that is when you have means, you have options. And so you have women that say, well, he's telling women that they'll never find love because they're over 40. He didn't say that. He was telling you what high value men prefer. He said, look, 23 to 27. That is the truth. They're women they're young, they're fertile, they still kind of fine if they haven't whored themselves off in high school and college, but that's your window, ladies, if you're open to getting married. But like you pointed out, which is the truth, because I've seen it. Black women tend to wait till after they've gotten their law degree, their medical degree, their PhD, and worked 20 years in corporate America. All of a sudden, they're 34 years old. I want God. I'm looking for God to send me a good man, and I want him. I make $85,000. I need him to make $85,000 plus more. What? But you're over 30. You probably got 2 kids by 3 different baby daddies. You played too long in the streets. So maybe you should try what's called a blue collar Henry, meaning your electrician, your plumber, your principal, your teacher, average. And so he's breaking it down. And so I can't break it all down in my little thing. You have to watch it to see what he's talking about. And that's basically what he's about. He says 23 to 27, boom. 27 to 36, and he has the sound effect that says, danger zone! Danger zone! That. And then 36 to 60, wom, 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 wom. That is no man's land. Meaning you might have to buy a dog or die alone. But it's hilarious because the phone calls most of these women. Hi, Kevin. I'm trying to find a high value man. My name is blah blah blah. How do you? And he asks him. He says, so, okay. When he gets to breaking it down, saying what they want and everything, he'll say, so dress size. No, he's not. He said, how tall are you? He said, I'm 5'4". Then he'll say, dress size. I want size 12. And how much do you weigh? Last time you checked yourself, how much do you weigh? I weigh about 165. He said, I'm sorry. Ma'am, you weigh too much. You're going to have to lose weight. You're 5'4", you weigh 160 pounds, and you're 34 years old. You have to lose get down to about 120, 125 pounds. And, that's a good start, So he just breaks it down and tell her, little mama, no. Because, see, it is shown, statistics show that African American women, 80% are overweight. I mean, real overweight. Because you got chicks that's 5'4", she weigh 150. See, I ain't fat, I'm thick. No, little mama, he'll tell them, the average man of today is like 5'9", 160 pounds, and you weigh more than a man. And he's right. He goes there. Because there's a lot of deep denial and deep delusion about our women. Because so much single motherhood is going on, black men have been taught to accept minimal. We're the only group that's taught that. Then he talks about black women, how they keep losing out on high potential men because of bullshit called height. Look, I believe in preferences, but a point is made when you're talking about why black women are the bottom of the pole when it comes to getting married. They're the bottom because it's some of the silliest shit. He needs to make this much. He needs to be this tall. His dick needs to be across here and out there. He needs all that. Did y'all know the average Mexican probably doesn't get past, 5'7", 5'6", 5'7"? But 75% of Mexican men and women are married. Asian men, 5'6", 5'7", average. Now, some get taller, some shorter. But over 70% of them are married. And then guess what? These short dudes got wives and multiple children. You see how silly that is? You got a black chick that's 4'11", but she says she want her man to be 6'1". You look like a goddamn marionette walking around with him. Stupid. Then they say, well, maybe because we want this feel protected. And I've said this to some people a bunch of times over the years. So let's say, okay, you 5'2", he's 6'1", probably 220. But a midget comes in your house with a 9mm. Can he protect your ass then? Or stick you up at the store, at the movies? So it's foolishness. And a lot of African American women have bought it. Their preference is stupid. Now, I'll say if you say, I don't want a man with kids, I want a fat man, those make sense. But if you're talking about high earn and all of this, you 4'11", but 5'5" is too short for you? You're not delusional. You're just a dumbass. Because the percentage of 6.1 of dudes who are 5'11" to 6.3 and 4 and 5 is this small compared to the average guys. So it's not that there aren't enough eligible black men. The majority of our women are just dumb as fuck. Just ignorant and lazy and narcissistic. See, we've been taught that no matter what she is, we need to accept her. Because a lot of single mamas teach you that shit. It don't matter if she got 3 kids by 5 and baby dads. That could be a woman God sent you. It don't matter because she's 5'2", 170 pounds. See, maybe you can walk with her. But they never tell their daughters to get a fat husband and walk with him. They never tell their husbands to get an out-of-work man. They never tell their daughters to get an out-of-work man and help him find a job. Y'all see how this works? It's the weirdest thing. So Kevin Samuels is basically, he's dropping a lot of game for free. Hell, I'm even taking notes. I'm 52 and I'm taking notes. Because you can learn something from everybody. I said, you know what, yeah, after this pandemic, I'm going to have to work on some things. Give me a haircut. Well, I always get haircuts, but I'm going to give me another one. And get in the gym. He said, get in the gym. Create something. Work on your business. That's the stuff he talks about. But somehow he's received a lot of hate because he mainly blew up. He really blew up. He was doing well. He was averaging up to like 3,000 to 5,000 people a night on his lives. But after this particular conversation with this lady who was 5'5", 120 pounds, and she interrupted his show because she wanted him to talk about her, rate her. And he's like, look, okay, all right. I'm talking about something else, but all right, go ahead and do it. So anyway, you can find a video. This is the video where he told the lady, you're average at best. And it got on World Star Hip Hop and it blew up. And so he's averaging no less than 12,000 people a night on his lives. and everybody, and just made him bigger. He at first when he did it, he had like 189,000, 190,000 subscribers. Now he's up over 400,000 subscribers and counting. And he's broken out of the pack of all of the black dudes that's in the black manosphere, if you will, on YouTube and all that. And for the most part, a lot of guys are cheering him on, but there's some hate. All of a sudden, now, I don't know why y'all listen to him, because all he do is disrespect black women. I said, no, he doesn't. He calls in and dissects the delusion. They call in and he dissects their delusion. He puts everybody, because you had 40-some-year-old women want to call in, and another thing is I think a lot of guys are hating on is because he has so many women. Even though he's supposed to be hating on women or hurting them, they call every night. They want to get that advice because there are women waking up, black men who are waking up. And what he's doing single-handedly is actually doing something that even, hell, the minister couldn't do. And that is making black people think and bringing black people together. And when you're working on behalf of black folks, y'all listen. When you're working on behalf of black folks and black people are listening, as the church folks say, the devil gets busy. Y'all remember on the post I wrote that whenever there's a black leader who speaks about the progress of black people and black people only, something happens to him. But if he's a black leader, they talk about integration and all people, they live to be 80 years old and be called a civil rights leader. You ever notice that? See, Kevin Samuels talks about black love. But you have to dissect the bullshit in order for us to understand that. And women, and the issue in our race is not the men are just so off, but the women's thinking. See, if the women don't respect the men, and the women go out before the world and say, well, we'll have enough educated black men. We'll have enough black men who are eligible, and you sound here looking like Jabba the Pizza Hut. How dare you? You around here looking crazy. Just because you have a PhD, don't make you pretty. It's funny. A lot of women, a lot of sisters got good jobs and master's degrees, but they don't have no damn Planet Fitness membership. They're around here thick as hell and lazy as all get out. Erica Collins, how are you? Gavin, what's up, bro? Good morning. So what I'm saying, he's breaking all that down and letting some women know, no, sister. You don't qualify for that 1% to 2% of black men, but there are a lot of average brothers that you qualify for, and there are women who are getting offended. And they start now, all these black men listen to him, he gay. So when did black women start giving a damn about who's gay? And black women are the biggest supporters of gay men. But it's interesting when they get mad at a straight man for telling the truth, all of a sudden they use being gay as a diss or disrespect. That nigga gay. Wait a minute, you go to gay clubs and have gay best friends. So the gay community need to put you in check for your homophobia. Your convenient homophobia. When you're trying to tear a straight man down, you call him gay, but you the biggest promoter of gaiety in society, black female. All your reality shows, all these women, the Tamar Braxtons and all those folks, and all the Real Housewives, all these people, they got gay makeup artists, gay confidants. But then when a straight black man doesn't agree with you, you call him gay as a diss. Come on. So then you got these black dudes out here in these different quarters. Well, he ain't nothing but a life coach. He ain't nothing but a dating coach. He this and then that nigga gay, man. Y'all right here listening to this gay dude. I'm like, come on. Now, here's my question. Even if he was gay, does it make what he said not the truth? See, all that kind of way of trying to disqualify somebody because you want to call him gay or because of anything else, just let me know if the man lying. I've been called controversial, polarizing, and all this stuff, but nobody's ever called me a liar. I've been called a son of a bitch. I can't stand you. You make me sick. But ain't nobody never called me a liar. So until y'all able to, folks who hate Kevin Samuels, black men and black women, until y'all able to call him a liar, because all of a sudden, it's very interesting. Though there's so many people who listen to him and quote his stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Young, and most importantly, young men are listening to him. Because people thinking that he's just calling for women. No, men are learning. Because as he's waking the women up, he's waking the men up. And how we really should be doing this thing. What he's doing is pushing masculinity and telling men this is what you should be doing. Because every once in a while somebody comes along. It may not be who you expect to speak the language that the people hear. But see, it may not be the person that you want. He's not Reverend this. He's not Doctor that. Just a dude that came out for YouTube talking about lifestyle imaging, and he's reaching the core of the people. And as the church folks would say, now the devil is getting busy. And for so far, it's just black male and black female devils who are getting busy. I just call it jealousy. And what we're not going to do is let y'all take this dude out, or any other brother or sister who's telling the truth. We're not going to let y'all do that. Because it's like it's money to be made. There's an insecurity somewhere when black people start waking up. And there's evidence. He's actually waking people up because every other person's talking about it. And guess what? We won't say it out loud, but we're taking some of his points and integrating into our lives. I know I have. I've taken quite a few of his notes, and I've written them down, and I'm working on it just like that because he's right. Damn. He's putting a lot of these so-called dating coaches and all these career people and these life coaches, putting them out of work. Maybe not, but I'm saying a lot of people listen to what he's saying because he's just telling the cold hard facts. And he reads, and he has the knowledge to back up what he's saying. You can't ask for anything better than that. So to all the folks who are, jealous of the guy, want to call him gay because... And let me tell y'all one thing, it's so amazing. The reason I can go on and on about this guy because I actually watched the videos. It's like talking about a movie or a book. I mean, just talking about it, but you haven't watched the damn movie or read the book. I try not to say too much about anything I haven't read or haven't watched, right? So I'll leave it up to you, so maybe y'all can tell me. But somebody may share something with me now, because there's something about the Coming to America movie I want to ask y'all about. But I need to see a clip or something for. I haven't seen the movie, but it's something that somebody shared with me that I thought was very interesting about the movie. Maybe we'll get to talk about that. So to my Kevin Samuels haters, it's okay. But why must he be removed because you're uncomfortable with what he's saying? Same thing with a lot of YouTubers on there, men, black men who are speaking their truths. Not their truth. I don't like that shit. What's my truth? Your truth? Fuck all that. The truth. Because they are constantly flagging people's stuff, flagging, and it's the weirdest thing. You have to literally search someone's video, then you have to click on it and listen. So how are you upset with something that you volunteer to look for and click on? It's not the YouTuber, it's your ass. It's not the one, it's not my Facebook Live, it's your ass. Because, yeah, you get the thing, but you have to click on to come and hear me. So who does that? Who comes on somewhere to get offended? Then you want them to be shut down? I don't like that at all. I don't have a problem with anybody saying what they're going to say. Because I have enough sense not to listen to it if I don't want to. Good morning, Tiffany Sugar. Hey, Carl Robinson, what it do, Grand Fam? What's up? And so, I hope he continues to get bigger. But one thing about it, the mainstream is on his way. And I think that he's been invited on some of these mainstream platforms, probably like the Oprahs and these talk shows that come on in the daytime. And I hope he continues to. I don't know. I think he's probably turned them down, and I would say good for him if he has, because all they want to do, because I know they hear him because he's gone viral a bunch of times. He's all over Instagram, and he's all over. People are talking about him all over Facebook, all over YouTube. They even got, they have what's called exposed videos. They even try to find his ex-wife, which I heard the video, watched the video, and they tried to get her to say something negative about him, and she didn't. I said, God, and these were guys. And of course, there's women out there. He's narcissistic. He hates his mother. He gay, girl. And and guess what? One of them even went to Grambling. Hey, Jazz. No, but I don't say anything. It's weird. But they're just, and can't nobody tell why they're so mad at the guy. He hadn't told anybody to go out and rob stores or talk about WAP, or he hadn't told women to go out there and twerk. And he says he likes women to behave as ladies and feminine and agreeable and, fit. That's all he's ever said. Be a lady. Be precious. Now, what man doesn't want a feminine, fit, cooperative woman? Unless you've been taught that all this and talking hard and talking smart. A lot of guys are programmed to think that that's the way black love's supposed to be, difficult. It reminded me of watching the movie. I wasn't watching. I saw a clip from the show Scandal. You know, number one show in the majority of black women's households. You know, the highly funded, highly rated story about bed wenching. And I remember, the clip is on YouTube where there was a state senator, a black man who was a state senator who had proposed to her and wanted to marry her and be with her. A black dude now, high quality, high value black dude. But Olivia Pope didn't want him. She said, I want something difficult. I want something. I said, what this bitch say? And I'm just looking at the clip. I said, oh, she wants something different. Now here it is. Sisters saying they want this kind of black dude. He's a senator, had money, had status. He loved her. He proposed to her. He wanted her. But she preferred to be the side bitch to the white man with a wife. And I think that's what's going on in America. Because y'all know side piecing has been given a front row seat. And that, it's the weirdest thing. We think black love has to be difficult, and it doesn't. I don't understand it, because I don't do arguing and fussing and cussing. Get your mean ass on somewhere else. Get your smart mouth across the room. I don't think nothing's sexy about that. Some woman demeaning a man. But some dudes are just built for it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not built for disrespect. I'm not built for degradation. But a lot of black dudes are. Like, it's as a woman, man. Well, no, fuck that man. Because if a dude talk to you like that, you try to, put them hands up immediately. So I hear women, they fought for equality. If they come at me with equality, I have an option to meet them with equal lefts. Equal rights and meet them with equal lefts. Anyway, so I just want to share that. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, and keep doing what you're doing, brother. You have a supporter in me in regards of, and even I guess in some Facebook pages that defend it. Cause it's just not fair. I'm like, damn, what has he done? Nothing except for inspire black men and black women, old and young, or mainly young, cause a lot of young women that call in. And guess what? I've seen, now he's been putting up some videos of some of these women. Now they all sound like Robin Givens because they're so educated. But then he's been putting the pictures up. I say, my God. This broad here look like she just got off of the sanitation worker's truck, emptying garbage cans all morning. Yes, I'm an IT, and I earn about $80,000, and I'm looking for a high value man. Yeah, I'm like, wow, this motherfucker looks like what that motherfucker with Star Wars, like a Wookiee. Man, what is his name up from Star Wars? I'm like, damn. These women are not attractive. But no, they're so busy working on their degrees and their brains, they ain't working on out here. Like, my God. Yes, my friends are telling me that I'm telling them that I want a high value man, and I don't mind him making less than me. I'm like, wow, sound cute, but man. And by the way, y'all, I don't consider myself Denzel either. But I am a star. So I don't be talking like I'm just the finest, most handsome guy, but I am one of them. You hear me? But anyway, I've talked all morning. I think I've gotten everything off my mind. And so the playback will be here. It'll be on my YouTube channel as well. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. It's going to be on my Facebook Live. And on both of them, I have in the description box as well as on this page, my PayPal, my Cash App. Fool with me if you're cool with me. I guess I'll get up and maybe try to get a crunch or a push-up in and make a smoothie for breakfast or something. So y'all enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk later. Peace, y'all. Take care.